Hello my loves, and welcome back to my channel. I'm really pleased that you're here, and I'm just starting on week 7. Well, we've just finished week 7 of our year so far. It's just flying by, but I'm not sure. I thought I might use this page, I think. I'll just tuck that behind there, because I want a double page, but yeah, I kind of like these colours. So, as you all know, it's been Valentine's this week, and so that is my theme that I'm going to go with. I've got my little tray with a few bits that are sort of ready-made or don't need much doing to them, and a photograph. Then I've got my big tray with a lot of brightly coloured scraps. Reason being, I've completed my boho journals that I've been working on. I'm just going to move that candle a little bit. I like having the smells and the relaxation, but as you can see here, wax. That's the residue after knocking over my wax candle a few weeks back. Anyway, I interrupted myself there. What I was going to say was I finished my boho journals, as anyone that's watched will know, and I finished them off this week. And so it was a really good week for me that I completed 3 journals all at once, and the very next day after putting them up, I sold 2. So thank you very much to Denise at Wonderbar Crafts and to Corinne Curtis. Thank you so much, my loves. I really do appreciate your support of my channel, and yeah, it just made me so happy. So it's been, yeah, a good week. So, right, this page already had a pocket stuck on, but I really like this. I don't know how well you can see the embossed hearts that I did onto this card from a scrapbook pack. And yeah, I embossed it, and it's sort of in sections. So you've got a flower section, something else, and then these hearts. And so yeah, I really love this, and I wanted this as a pocket. So I'm thinking I might stick this over this, and then we've got a double pocket. But I'm going to need to take a bit of a shaving off. So I don't know why I didn't reach for a smaller cutter, seeing as I have one, but I don't make things easy for myself. But that one's there, it's nearer, so we're going with that one today. A little bit more, because I want it in line really, I think. And now I'm noticing, now I'm holding up this one that's dead straight, I've stuck this on at a bit of a wonk. So I'm going to put some trim down there, because look, you can see the gap there is smaller than there. I didn't realise at the time that I'd done that when I was sticking in my bits and bobs, but clearly I did, and so I need to rectify that. So that's what we're going to do. Shave this bit off. Oh, sorry for the clunking. So I hope everyone is well and has had a good week. I had a lovely week. Well, I spent a lot of it on my own, which don't bother me. I like my own company, and I spent most of the week crafting, so that's why I feel like I've had a really good week, because I was doing what I love. Jamie and I did have Valentine's Day, but not on Valentine's Day. On Valentine's Day, he had to work late, so I stayed home and filmed a flip through of my finished journals and uploaded that while he was working late. And then we had our Valentine's Day on Friday, which was really nice. We don't go mad on Valentine's Day. Some years we don't even really bother that much, but I got him just a little bottle of red wine. He does like his red wine now and again. I don't drink, so that was all for him. And so he got me a gorgeous box of the Lindt chocolates luxury edition. Oh my word, they was fabulous. So we had a Chinese meal, and then after we was full up to the brim with the Chinese food, we went crazy and filled ourselves up with chocolate to the point where we both felt sick. So yeah, it was good though. Right, I'll just tuck that in case I lose the page, because I'm going to move my journal over here a second, because I was working on some tags and I was doing the boho journals and that, and I had a big bit of collage the other day. Well, I've only got this bit left of that, but I thought it's a good place to start. I'm not going to go mad and do a great big bit, because I only really want to make like 1 or 2 tags for this journal. So I just thought if I if I tear a few bits of paper and card and make a bit of a collage, then I'll use that for my couple of tags. Although I have cut another piece of paper. I was going to show you out of this tray, but I can't see any in there. But yeah, it's like a kind of like flock kind of wallpaper kind of thing going on. It's gorgeous. I really loved using it when I was doing the boho journals. So I wanted to make a tag for this week's memory keeping out of that, because I really enjoyed it, and I think it just looks really pretty. So I want to make a tag out of that, but then I thought I could do 1 or 2 more, and they be collage tags, because they do look really cool, especially in a journal this ain't a boho journal, obviously. This has no theme. I have a different theme every week, but yeah, because I've got the boho thing on my mind, that flock kind of wallpaper thing going on is a really lovely thing for me to use. I'm going to show you because it's bugging me. That. So I've cut that to size that I want, but I will stick some bits and bobs on there. But yeah, I've used a few bits of that in the journals that I was working on, so I thought it'd be a nice idea to have a tag for this week. Right, I'm just gonna grab a couple of different colour inks so that I'm not just inking around with the Seedless Preserve, and I will be right back. Right, so I've grabbed a few inks so I won't have to keep getting up, and as I said, this hasn't got to be huge, so I'm just going to make enough really so I can cut 2 tags out. What way am I going? I'm not sure what way I'm going, see. But yeah, so I hope everyone else had a nice week. It was also my mum's birthday, but I didn't get to see her on the day because she went to Spain for her birthday. So I saw her when she came back the other day. She had a really nice time. And so yeah, but it was weird not, I don't know what that is there. It was weird not seeing her on her birthday. Normally we'll either go out for a meal, or she will come here and I will cook, you know. But yeah, for once we didn't do that, and yet it felt really odd, you know. She was 79, and so yeah, I would have liked to have spent it with her, but I saw her just before she went, and I've seen her now since she's been back, and she's doing great and had a lovely time. So it was all good. I'm really pleased that she enjoyed herself, really. So yeah, that was the other thing that happened this week. And I've had the kids over for the weekend as well. Well, I've been with the kids over the weekend, and yeah, I've been really busy. What is it now? It's Monday. I'm doing this a day late. I normally do it always on a Sunday night, but yeah, doing it a day late because yeah, I've been so very busy over the weekend and today as well. It's evening time now. I wanted to film this morning, but with all the kids here and that, sometimes it's a bit tricky, you know, and I want to spend quality time with them as well, not shut myself away in a room and leave them for like however long it takes me. Normally I'm doing this of an evening for, I reckon an average time's about 45 minutes, isn't it? You must know better than I do, because you have to sit through it. You punish yourself by watching it. But yeah, I think it's normally about 45 minutes I spend. So yeah, I didn't want to do that, because then after that you think, oh, I better edit it, and then before you know it, you've like lost a few hours. And yeah, they've gone home now for a little while, so I will be seeing them again because it's half term. So I will be seeing them again through the week, I think. Tomorrow they're going to a forest, like for a day out at the woods, you know, they're taking a picnic and that. My daughters are doing like what I used to do with my kids when they was little, but I can't do that now with the pain that I have from my fibromyalgia and osteoarthritis. Traipsing round a forest, as much as I'd love to, I think I might do that. As much as I'd love to, it's a no-no for me. I wouldn't be able to do it. If I did, I'd end up that I wouldn't be able to do anything else all week, because I've done that before. I've overdid it a bit and then I'm in bed for a week, which I really don't like, especially when I've got ideas in my head of like things I want to do, you know, like this and other things. So yeah, I'll be sitting that one out. And yeah, so I thought, now they've just gone home because they've got to go and get their packed lunches ready and everything, I thought I'd sit down and get this done, because yeah, I really wanted to do it last night and then again this morning, but it didn't happen. But we all have weeks like that, don't we? You know, life happens, you're busy doing one thing or another. I don't want that colour there, it's too close to that. Right, what will we have? That's the exact same thing. I suppose, because I've got some paper down here, I could use a bit of that, but then the thinner paper here is backed onto something. Then I've got to back it. No, I won't do that one. What have I got? That's nice. I like that. Right. I don't even got to really cut that one, because I can stick it behind there. We'll just ink this top and we'll go behind there, and then that's enough really, because I only want a couple of tags. So that, my loves, will be that for this little collage, so it's not been too long. I think once you've got, like, when I'm making anything like this, anything left I always save. I mean, I'm not the only one. Anyone out there, you junk journalists, you all do it, don't you? We all do it. But yeah, it's really handy, like all this was already done, and so it seems to like speed up the process a bit, which is good for when I'm filming. When I'm just at home crafting, It don't matter to me how long it takes. I will sit in here all day long crafting, you know, procrastinating about what I want to do or how I want to do it, making notes, making diagrams. I can sit in here endlessly, it seems, and yeah, I never ever get bored. But that's because I'm doing something I love. I really do love what I do now, and it's funny, I'm like, when I started junk journaling, and straight away just fell instantly in love with it. It just felt like this is what I should be doing, you know. I should have been doing this for ages. That is what it felt like to me. That, oh my gosh, why didn't I discover this sooner, you know? And you think of all the things that you've thrown away that you might have loved to use, like, I don't know, a top that sort of really went out of fashion, but it wasn't, or that you'd ripped part of, but it was a gorgeous fabric, or it had gorgeous, like, sort of embroidery on or something like that, and you think, oh, I threw that away 2 years ago or 4 years ago, like, why did I do that? And all those kind of things, you know. Or you try and wonder, like, whatever happened to that gorgeous thing that would now make a brilliant cover. And I know that it's not just me, we all do that, I'm sure. I'm just going to stick this onto this paper. This is my mop-up paper for my spraying tray. When I'm using my alcohol sprays, it's got grooves, as you can see, the tray, and the things dry quicker. And then recently, I just sort of have started mopping up the paper, and I think that's really nice on the back of the tag because you've got the lines. So yeah, I'm really enjoying doing that. And when I only recently done it, and you know when you think to yourself, why haven't I always been doing that? You know, I'm sure, like, it happens with other people, because it does to me a lot. I watched Sherry on Turquoise Dreaming, and Aya Love, if you're watching this, and she was turning old envelopes inside out, like junk mail envelopes, inside out, and re-sticking them, because on the inside of most envelopes, like especially like letters that you're getting through the post, they have a pattern on the inside. And I watched it, and at first I thought what an excellent idea it was, and my very next thought was, why on earth didn't I ever think of that, you know? Because we get junk mail all the time, and sometimes they've got a really pretty, like, paper on the inside, and it seems such a simple thing, but I never ever thought of it. And these are a bit wonky. I'm going to have to put these back in the trimmer, or it might just be me. But yeah, it was the same with this. There was all this spray, and normally I'll just grab a couple of baby wipes or a bit of kitchen roll, wipe it all out. But then I just grabbed a piece of scrap paper that was next to me and pressed it down onto the tray, got this result, and thought, why on earth haven't I been doing that all the time? I'd love that on the back of my tags, you know. And so, yeah, I've been doing that ever since. But, yeah, these things, it's funny that, especially being as the amount that I spray or I'll stencil on, like you can see, like stenciling and things like that. How did I never think of that, you know? I don't know the way my brain works sometimes, but I didn't think of it, but I have now. So it all worked out in the end. Right, that top does look a bit wonky. Might just be the backing paper. Right, I'm going to grab my little guide. No, that's too small. We'll go with the bigger triangle and make our tags. So I thought I could journal onto these, and also I've got a little card from my friend Amy at Crafty Cat. Hello Amy, my darling. And yeah, she sent me some little Valentine-y bits when she sent me some gorgeous Happy Mail last year. And so I'm going to use one or two of those items, one for journaling on, and I think the other one I will use to decorate the page. I've got this. A wise old owl said you will be my Valentine, and it's like got the flock like what this is around the edge, and I thought that would look really cool on the page. So yeah, I'm going to use that. I had more things in there, I thought. Well, they'll turn up in a minute. So what's going to do next? I'll link around these. So yeah, I hope everyone had a nice week as well. And where if you did something nice on Valentine's, or if you was like me and you spent it on your own, you know. And like sometimes people can say, oh, it might be like upsetting if you're on your own and that, you know. But yeah, I like my own company, and I think especially when you've got a hobby that, or a job, whatever it is for you, that you really do love, then there's never time to be bored, really. And like for me, if I've got spare time and it's time when I'm not with Jamie or with my kids and grandkids, if I'm not doing this, I'm reading, which is my other big love. I will read anything. I love reading, and especially when you do find a book that is really gripping, or like it's a fascinating subject, then like you can just lose, well I can just lose hours and hours in a good book. I really can. But that's the whole point of a good book, isn't it? You know, so yeah, I'm very rarely bored, which is a blessing. I think, well, I don't just think, I know it is a blessing, because yeah, it could be so very different, you know, if I hadn't started doing this. Although I have books and so I read a lot, yeah, I would probably be like sort of twiddling my thumbs, you know, on times when I'm on my own, wondering what to do and that, whereas I never get that, because I've got something that I love. Right, I used some of these in the journals that I made to trim the edges and that, like the bottom and the side, and so I thought I could attach them. I'm not really sure how. I could do a staple, but I don't like using staples. I know some people do. I could use a staple and then cover it, but I wish, oh, this might not be properly stuck down. Oh, it's only that bit there. No, that bit there as well. So I could have it dangling. I could tuck it in. I think that'll be a better idea. Tuck it in, glue it, and then pull the paper up and glue that a bit more. Right, I haven't made this easy for myself, have I? Because I've done this completely back to front, but I didn't have the idea until just now. It's only that I put this card down in this little tray, and they was in there, that I thought, ah, I want to use them. Right, bit of glue there and there, and no, I'll go all the way along and up to the top, so that once I've got this in, right, then close. I might have to put a paper clip or a couple of paper clips. Oh, and I've shut that side up. Don't glue, please don't glue. oh, that's it, perfect. And so yeah, that paper being then folded back up and glued in place, that will give that, I mean, this glue's got to give you like a strong hold anyway, beacon glues, always do, but with that folded up bit, I think that will be in there for good. And yeah, I like that. I didn't want nothing at the bottom because I've got to put them in and out of pockets, but yeah, I really like that. Let's have a look. I did have some bits of trim. Oh, where's the other things? I knew I had other stuff. Right, I think I want one of my lovely flowers. I'll turn them over the right way. Blue. No, I like that yellow. So we'll just have the one. I need my fabric scissors. Right. Just check any little stray bits. And that's going to go there. Come on, glue. So yeah, I just thought I'll use quite a lot of bright colours because I've just completed those journals using all these kinds of colours and papers, you know, these are all in there somewhere or another. So I thought that would be a good idea. I've got a little off-cut. Oh, that is perfect. I was going to line that one up and see, and this one up and see. Oh, but that one is an absolute... That looks like it's already been cut to size. What a result. I like that. Oh, look at my glue starting to bubble up. You're a pest, glue. That's what you are. Right. Get that bit on. Right. Oh. Oh, right. I want it right. No, not right at the bottom. Just above. Just for it to just be a bit different. I don't know why I wanted it like that, but because I was in the middle of saying I wanted it right at the bottom, but then yeah, right at the last minute changed my mind. But that's fine. And I've got too many things on my desk. This is annoying me. I'm gonna need that back out in a minute, but I can't work with clutter. It does not do well with, well, I don't do well with it. Not it don't do well with me. I don't suppose the clutter cares, does it? The clutter's not bothered at all. It's me. I can't do it. So, I'm going to go around this with blue. That looks like it needs a bit more of a trim. It's overhanging more than it looked when it was up the other way. Right, it's not at all now. Where's my cat? Oh, sorry for the noise. It's my little pussycat Hoover. How cute is that? I just love it. So yeah, I'm such a child at heart, but I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think it's good to be in touch with your inner child. I think it's a much happier way to live your life. It is for me anyway. That I'm a firm believer of that. That being in touch with my inner child is what keeps me sane. And again, being able to sit and do something you love, getting out all the ink and getting out all your different papers and cutting and sticking and all of that. We all loved that when we was kids, didn't we? And then even when I first left school, I still used to draw, or I still used to sort of want to make things or buy something that I'd seen like in a charity shop or something, like an item of clothing, and think I could cut these sleeves off that, I could do this to it, or do that to it, you know. I was always like that. And then like when I had the kids, I would do all sorts of art and craft with the kids, and then they grew up and I stopped doing it. I stopped doing everything, and then I would do the odd little bits with my grandchildren, but it wasn't until I started getting ill and had to stop working for the job that I was doing at that time, which was I worked for a charity and I was a family support worker, and I loved my job. Big shout out going out to Family Lives, which is the charity that I worked for, and every day was good because I knew that we was helping people. I knew that what we was doing was helping people in their own families and in their own lives, you know, and that was a really big thing for me. That was really important. And then when I got really poorly and I had to stop that, I sort of lost my way a bit and didn't really know what to do with myself. Got quite depressed, and my anxiety that I'd always had got really worse, and I stopped going out. I stopped being in contact with work friends and stuff like that because I suppose I sort of felt a bit embarrassed that I was too ill to work, and because I always had worked, and felt a bit like my life wasn't as important anymore because I wasn't doing that really fulfilling and meaningful job, you know. And so I didn't really have nothing going on. I had my family, don't get me wrong, and Jamie, but I didn't have anything that I was just doing for myself, that I had a job that I could be proud of anymore, you know. And it really affected me mentally. And then when I was decorating and I was looking at different DIYs, different ideas on YouTube, and by accident I stumbled across a junk journaler, and from that day it changed my life. I started doing arts and crafts, not just for the kids but for myself on my own. And then I started making, like, I had a few goes at like little tiny journals, and then I made like my first bigger one, and I didn't make it easy for myself. I tried to be really ambitious. I made a hardcover. It had 5 signatures. It was really like sort of quite a difficult task that I set for myself. But oh my gosh, when I did it, I felt so proud of myself and so happy. And from then on, as I said, it changed my life. So just thought I'd share that because it just shows, like, don't matter how long you've left doing things like this, or even if you've never done anything like this, but if it's been like years since you've, like, I don't know, crafted at all, you can just find something, anything. It might not be crafting, it might be something completely different, but you can find things that really make a difference to your life, that really enrich your life. And now I've got my little channel here, haven't I? And I've got my little Etsy shop. I've made some lovely friends. I've got some wonderful supporters of my channel that always give me lovely feedback and things like that, and it really has changed my life for the better. So yeah, I just want to say thank you, really, because my goal was, oh, if I could get 25 subscribers, you know, and I looked this morning actually, and I've got 65, and yeah, that has just blown me away. It really has, you know. Just a picture of me and Jamie. This wasn't taken on Friday, this was taken last summer, but you can see I've got lighter hair than what I normally have. But yeah, we didn't take any pictures on Friday because we didn't even go out. We ordered in Chinese food and it was gorgeous. I didn't want to go out, and he's been working late all week. He couldn't really be bothered, you know. I don't think he would have gone out if I'd really wanted to, but I just wanted to order it in and just enjoy being at home. We watched a couple of movies and yeah, that was really good. I really enjoyed myself. I'm much more of a home bird, really, I think. I never used to be. I used to always go out and that when I was younger. But yeah, this is my comfort zone. This is my happy place, being at home or being with the people I love. Yeah, I don't want to go out. So, what I was saying earlier, I wanted that pocket there because I really loved the embossed hearts. And this was one of the cards from Amy as well as this. And so I thought I'll journal on there. And that could just be tucked there. And then I'll have these couple of tags in these pockets. Might do something with this little half of an index card that I got from Denise. So I might just tie something on there, stick something at the top. Right, let's grab some ribbons to thread these babies up. I'm just going to look behind me at what I've got and I'll be right back. Right, I've just grabbed a couple of different ribbons. See, that's another thing with like these boho style tags or like a boho style journal. Any colour is a good colour, you know. The more contrast or clashes with colour, to me, I think the better, you know. I've really been enjoying just putting so much different colour together. Don't get me wrong, I love doing my more kind of vintage looking, shabby chic kind of journals, or like doing like botanical journals. I really enjoy, and kits and that. But yeah, I have really got into all this like sort of differences in colour and that because it's something that I've never done before. I started off by making a kind of like shabby chic kind of style journal, and that is what I've been doing for most of the time. This was my first time of doing like these boho style bits and bobs, and yeah, it's my brain has just been working overtime, you know, like I've let my imagination run wild, and yeah, it's been fabulous. I've really enjoyed it. Right, so I think I'm going to have that tall one there. No, that one is a bit taller as well. Right, we'll stick that one in first, and then that one, they can go there. I'll have this one over here with our lovely dangles. And right, I was going to swap out my ink, but no, I'm going to go round in a completely different colour, not sticking with the pink at all. This is one of the lovely pieces of avocado dyed bits that I got from my lovely friend Denise at Wonderbar Crafts, and she's got these in her shop, like bits of little packs of avocado dyed stuff, and seriously, you need to check it out because it's just gorgeous, really is. It's so lovely to work with, and as you can see, I've used some bits here and there in my journal already. Look, I've got another bit there, I've got bits here, look. You can tell how much I like it. I've got it everywhere. Right, I'm going to zhuzh this up a bit. Let's think. Right, I'll move you again. I wanted something down here because I've really, this could have been just one page, I would have thought, with that, but I've stuck that there now, so I should have stuck that down the bottom, and then I could have had this over that side, but I didn't do that. So I suppose I'll keep flipping that back because because it's a picture of me and I don't like it. You never like it, do you? But I suppose when I'm using it, I could leave that open like that, so I haven't got that much to fill. But yeah, I could have just made it the one for today, but I didn't. So we're just going to grab something no, that's too big. I know, I inked around that in a blue, didn't I? So I'll find a blue of a bluey green and we're going to stick it on the top. Right. That will have to come out. Am I going to stick it on the top or not? Maybe not this one. Or maybe just a couple of pieces. Yeah, that's a better idea. Right. I want a nice straight, which that is not. Right. That. And I'll just have two of the scalloped pieces. Right. And we'll stick them there. They look like a little crown. Just go there. And that brings in the blue from around the edge. Although, like I just said, you don't have to bring it in. You don't have to marry any colours up at all. If you don't want to, with this kind of style, you can just go crazy, which I've been loving doing. And I have let myself go crazy quite a lot with different bits and bobs, and I'm still doing it. I'm working on some little kits at the minute, and I'm making a smaller journal because I had some of the fabric, like the patchwork that I made to make the covers out of. I've got a tiny bit left that I could make a small journal out of, which is what I'm going to do. But I don't know whether I'm going to be putting that in my Etsy or whether I want to keep it. I'm not sure yet, so that one I'll have to get back to you with. But yeah, I might just for now leave that like that, although that looks so plain next to everything else. I'm going to round this one corner just because I want to. I don't know why. And yeah, I'm going to put some sequins on the top, because that'll add a bit of zhuzh, wouldn't it? Zhuzh it up a bit without adding too much bulk or anything else. Let's find I want a green one. That's it. I'm just going to wipe off my glue because it's gone all gunky around the top. And yeah, the same can be said for my fingers. My hands are disgusting, but it's the price you pay. Just random dotted about sequins. That one's just moved because my hands are so sticky. Stay. Right, and oh, bubble time with the glue. I ain't had this one open that long. That just goes to show you how much I've been doing lately. I've just been crafting more than anything else, but it's what I love, so I don't mind. Oh, I knew that might happen. Right, I'm gonna have to take that out and carefully, right, go along there like that. Right, and then I'm going to grab a wet wipe quickly before it all dries and take it off the shiny one. Oh, that's it. No one will ever know. Well, I will, but it's my journal, so it don't matter, does it? It's just mine, and panic over, it's been sorted. So that there, and my little funny little index card with my little, looks like it's wearing a little crown, that can go there. So that side's taken care of, and I've got plenty of journaling space. I just need to work now over here. So I might even, I don't need another pocket, do I? I was going to say I might make another pocket, but I don't need one. I'm just going to grab another couple of bits and I will be right back. Right, so after a little bit of deliberation, what I've decided is to take one of the tags out of this side, and I am going to make a little pocket here, and this one's going to go over here, just so we're keeping like with these really nice vibrant colours. And I'm going to make the pocket out of this one. So I need it, I suppose, about that wide. Let's go a little bit wider. Just, oh, I know what I was going to do, which nearly slipped my mind. I need to sort out that, don't I? That whole wonky bit that I have got going on. I don't know if I've made this wide enough now. I don't think I have. I might out of push. I'll give it a go. Worst comes to the worst, I can trim a little bit off either side, because I could lift that and just take a sliver off that side and a sliver off that side. I should have cut this a bit wider though, so that I'm not quite just bodging it. But yeah, sometimes my brain just wanders a bit, and I'd say that I want to do one thing and I'd do the opposite, or get it close, but yeah, don't do exactly what I wanted to do. But it might be okay. Oh, and I didn't ink that, but it don't matter, it'll be fine. Right, glue. Let's find this. Oh, and I found this little die cut that I can use. Right. I know the glue probably ain't dry yet, but I just want to see if it'll... No, it will go in. Oh, no, look, it's poking. Right, we don't know if this is going to go in or not. For the minute, I'm not going to stick that in, because it's just going to take the glue out. I think I might... Look, I've got glue seeping out where I've put it so close to the edge. I might just take a sliver off either side anyway. I don't even have to get the trimmer out. I can just literally take a sliver and re-ink these two edges. It's no drama. Apart from that one a bit wonky. Right, let's get rid of that. Come on, little flower. You can be overhanging like I meant to do it all along. Like I said, it is just my journal, and it don't... That, look, it's just... That looks pretty cool. I'm pleased with that. Right, now I can sit in that pocket there. I don't mind the little overhang. I quite like it. I do that sometimes on purpose. But yeah, I'm not going to pretend that it was my plan all along, because clearly it weren't. I might have that there. I think I'm gonna. It was going to go there, but I'll have something else there. Or will I? I'm not sure. No, I think I am having it there. So yeah, this is just out of a book of all die cuts. There's pages and pages of them. Got them for £1 in the pound shop, and they do 2 styles. So I've got them both, and yeah, it's like this. And yeah, there was 2 different styles, so I bought them both. Because for £1, can't go wrong, you know. It's just pages and pages of ready-made ephemera, which is super cool. Right, before I forget it, because I will forget, I want to put some trim here. Well, I'm going to go all the way along, and I'm going to use some pom-pom trim. Sorry, I was just reaching behind me and cutting it off of my wall of trims, which I might have mentioned before is the best thing I've ever done, because I can see everything I've got. I know when I'm running low, and I literally just have to lean back in my chair, grab whatever one I choose out of the hanging abundance of trims, and yeah, just chop it off. Whereas before I used to keep everything in like storage bins and that, or like I've got my offcuts in like old jars. I've just got them next to me as well now on my little cart. But yeah, before it would mean going to the drawer where I've kept all the jars, getting all the jars out, looking for the right thing, you know. I did have them organised by a colour and that, but yeah, it was still a pain. Whereas now I've got them organised by colour, like a rainbow hanging down the wall. It's perfect, absolutely perfect. Right, I like that. I think I'll have a little bit of trim around these as well, but I'm hoping that I've got something little. Oh, that's not that little. I've found something that I like, just because it's quite unusual. This, that I'm going to have on the sides. And maybe, because normally I would do that with a pocket, but I might just go at the sides instead, something different. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. Come out the way. Right. What I meant to do was not pick up the glue, was to mark where I want that cut, which is there. Right. And now pick up the glue, because where I've done it so close to the edge, it's seeped out the side a bit, and I don't like the look of it, but I do like the look of that. So this one, yeah, there. And oh, look at that massive bubble. Oh gosh. Right, stick the lid on, otherwise it'll all be bubbling out everywhere. Right, I like that. And then that thicker one that I've got out a little while ago, I might put that there just to be a little bit different. Except I don't know what I did with that thicker one. I have got other bits. I'll just have to cut another bit off. So, oh no, I've found a better one that I want. Right. I like that. I really like that. Right, let's get that line a bit straight. And I'll go from there to there. Let's just give it another try. No, I'll come in. Let's get it straight. Right, I nearly knocked candle over again by pushing that too vigorously, which I don't want to do. So that's going in there. On that side, that is hiding that wax a bit. Here, what I thought was, I'm going to put a tab up here. I'll just make it a bit shorter, or stick it behind the owl if I could. No, I can't peel that up. I wanted a tab there, like that. So it's got to have to be a shorter one. So could just go in and make this one the shorter one. Right, I'll just grab my punch board and I will be back. So I've got my punch board, and I wanted it about that much shorter, I think. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure how long I wanted it, but yeah, that's pretty cool. I've got orange ink around it. I'm just gonna do that because we're getting near the end. And right, I've got that on there, ink. Put that away. Grab this back. And let's see. Yeah, that's a bit better. Could do. I won't recut. What I'll just do is just take the edges off of both sides again. Took more off of that one than that one, so that. I don't have to cover that bit up, but I just feel like I want to today. So there's a little tiny bit poking out. That is what it's going to be. So we'll flip a page over. No, I won't. I'll slide it in. I'll take out my lovely bookmark made for me by Denise, because I want to connect this tab. And then if you watched me making my Valentine's card last week, I put a couple of charms onto it, and one of them was an angel wing. And that's the thing, when me and Jamie have like both said, we was like when we first met, like, well, we knew each other anyway, but when we first got together, it was like, I know this sounds really corny and cheesy, but it was like my angel, and he was the exact same to me. And so yeah, angel wings are really sort of special for us, so that's why I want one on this page as well, because this week is all just about the Valentine's Day and, well, the Valentine's week. But it's not just about partner and that. I've got two there stuck together as well. Like, it's about like just sort of like your love of your friends or family, even like your pet or that, you know. It's just about love, and you can have love for anything. It can even be about celebrating the love of what you do, you know, like me with how much I love doing this. It could be anything. That was just sticking up a bit, so it needed a bit more glue in that corner. I think the other side's fine, yeah. And I'm going to find a little, oh, they're in here somewhere. There's one. Little angel wing. So that's what I want on there. Just grab a jump ring. And that, no, it won't be it. Right, I need something there. I'm thinking, right, yes, so I'm going to put that on a jump ring and hang it off there. But I'll probably do that off camera because it is really fiddly for me. I grabbed out some stamps. No, too big. I should have done that one at the beginning. See, that's why I've got blank spaces, because what I thought in my head earlier when I was originally planning this video this morning was, oh, I'll do a nice background stamp, but then I've had a very busy day, and what I previously thought all went out the window, and I forgot completely about it. So yeah, I'd got them out, you see. Look, they was just there. They was just over there, because normally they're away, but I got them out because I wanted to use them and then completely forgot. Right, this says, together is a beautiful place to be. Oh, I'm sorry if I'm being really cheesy this week, people. I don't mean to be, but yeah, that might be difficult to get a nice thing. Right, I'm going to chance it. Worst comes to the worst, I can cover it up, can't I? You know, it's no big deal. I think I'll stick with this lovely blue though. Right. Right. That should, because where I've not got no ink on the stamp block, I can rock it a little bit because I'm not on a flat surface. Oh, I like that. Together is a beautiful place to be, and it's worked out perfectly, which, to be honest with you, you know what it's like when doing it on camera. I always expect it to go wrong, but yeah, it didn't. So happy days all round. Right, so let's put that on there. I'm in so much mess here, this is awful. Right, so that's going to be there, and you can still see the writing, which is cool. I like that. I'll just pop my little bookmarks underneath back there. Right, and yeah, there's us. I've got this bloody thing called, that's it. I've caught it and frayed it. Right, that is driving me insane. Right, that's out of the way. Okay, so there's us. Right, a nice little tags here, and I've got this card as well to journal on. So for me, and yeah, you can see there, that's corrected that problem of cutting one of the pockets on the wonk. And yeah, for me, I am done. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll be with you again very, very soon. Thank you, bye bye. I just wanted to come back on and make a request. I've just found out that my friend's son has been taken into hospital, and he's very, very poorly. He's really ill. His name is Louis, and if you believe in God, can you pray for him, please? And if you don't, can you just sort of, like, I don't know, wish on a star or think positive thoughts, send him healing vibes or something. Please think of him in your prayers, because he's so poorly, and I don't know what to do. Or, like, you feel so helpless when it's people that you love. And yeah, I'm a firm believer in the power of prayer. You know, it don't matter what your religion is, and like I said, even if you haven't got a religion and you don't pray to a god or gods, positive energy in the universe is a powerful and tangible thing. So please keep him in your thoughts or your prayers. Thank you. I don't know what else to say. Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye bye. Bye.